Today I'm here to help you win on the new FC24 patch. I know a lot of you have been struggling. I am here to help. We're back to one of my old school videos. I know a lot of you enjoy these. If you enjoy, do leave a like, subscribe, especially with Team of the Season coming up. I do not recommend it enough. If you want to win more on this game, get the best Team of the Season rewards, subscribe right now. Comment down below any questions. I'm here to help, and let's get into it. If you want the cheapest FC24 coins to get ahead of the competition, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so if you are new to this style of video, I do a in-depth thought process. So I'm somebody who can hit anywhere from 16 to 20 wins. I'm an ex-professional FIFA player, have been retired for a couple of years now as a pro, but still playing at a high level. And I feel I can help you guys improve. So we're going to jump into a game. I'm going to give you my thought process of everything that happens, so you can see what you need to be doing and where. And let's get into it. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we'll be using a 4-3-2-1 as it's the most popular formation. The 4-4-2 has definitely had a resurgence, but anyway, you guys know the drill. So you're going to see me spam a lot of offside traps in these positions here. Just making sure that we switch over, not giving anything easy up, especially from a kickoff. You want to be as compact as possible. So you'll see me running players back. I'm using the second man press where possible. See here, I'll actually switch off of the player and make sure that I'm covering the inside. From kickoff, crazy things can happen. You want to make sure, like I did there, when you actually win the ball, that your priority is to not lose it straight back. That is the most important thing. So you can see here, we're going to use a player lock. We're going to use L1 to send our players on runs. Nothing really on, so we will switch it across. I'm going to trigger a German cross here. Bring the ball into Modric. Anyone but Van Dijk, man, literally. Anybody but Virgil van Dijk. Here, you just got to prioritise the runner. So you can see I'm staying with Haaland. I actually switch off now. Whoever's running in behind, my priority is always to get close to them. I think the mistake people make is they get so fixated on the player that actually has the ball, and they allow, you know, other players to run in behind. So you see here again, I'm switching, I'm making sure that I'm covering the runners, and from there we can actually snuff out the danger. So pretty even game so far. We're not getting much success in an attacking sense. L1 sprint boost there with Fatty. We tried to burst away, didn't quite work out for us. But we'll take our time. It's one of those in FC, like the game is very slow. You know, it can be 45 minutes before you get your first chance. It doesn't really matter as long as you take it when it comes. That is the important thing. I think a lot of people, they get frustrated in games. FC24 is such a mental-based game. It is crazy. Like, you need to be switched on at all times, and you need to just be expecting anything, because anything is possible in this game. It's a pretty crazy game we play. I'm going to switch up the formation a little bit because it's just not quite working for us. Which is something else as well that's underrated. You know, you want to be adaptable in game. If you become predictable, whether it be with skill moves or any sort of facet of your game, you know, you need to have multiple things in the locker. I'm playing like an absolute clown right now, and you know, again, it does happen. You just need to be prepared, and you need to be able to adapt and get the most out of the situation. So hopefully I can stop giving the ball away like an idiot now. We're going to use the fullback switch where possible. I'm triggering my left back now on a run as well. Just taking our time now. We've had zero luck in the build-up, which is frustrating. But like I say, it does happen. We'll switch it across again. A little header back to our centre midfielder. And you're going to see this fullback switch as a key part of the game. Rushed it a little bit there on my fullback's weak foot, which again, you know, it does happen. I can tell I'm first game of the day on because I'm playing like a fool. But we'll cover the space in behind. You can see when I'm defending in these one-on-one areas, I'm holding jockey where possible. And that's just going to give you the best chance of getting your blocks and tackles in. So we step in there, make the tackle, try and find the down the line ball. I'm spamming for my players to make runs in behind as well. That's one thing with this game. The AI is absolutely brain dead, both from an attacking and a defensive standpoint. So you need to be taking control, whether it's be through player locks or second man press or any way that you can get more control over your players. You need to be doing it. You see, we player lock inside there. Little first time pass to Nani. We're trying to look for cutbacks here. This is the cutback zone, well defended from the opponent. Offside trap now. This is just going to make our line nice and high. We've got to track the runner, as we always do. And you can see just there, like, that's one opportunity cut out already. So just by applying that one habit into your game of always tracking the guy who's running in behind, you're going to save yourself some goals, like, for sure. Here, going to fake player lock, give ourselves a couple of extra seconds. You see how we committed to that? It gave us a little bit more time to actually run down the line, which is important. Looking for the edge of the box here. Potential driven pass opportunity. I sort of messed that up a little bit. It's been poor so far, but you're going to have these games, you know, in your foot champs and stuff where you're not playing well. And that's about just keeping the fundamentals to where they should be. And, like I say, taking your chance when it comes. Because as long as you stay in a game, which you will do through following, you know, solid defensive fundamentals, you're going to be able to stay in games and you will get your chance. So you see here, looking for that cutback again, one extra pass, very, very poor. We'll track the runner in behind once again. Second man press does win us the ball back. And I'm looking for potential driven pass opportunities into my striker. This guy is setting up very well at the back. It's pretty hard to break down right now, but the spaces will open up for sure. So we'll track the runner here. I've switched it into the middle, looking for that extra pass from him, and we track it very well. Use a step over boost there to get down the line. Nothing really on, so we will recycle, and we'll use the fullback switch, which is ever so popular in this game. I'm not even sure what happened there. But we'll take our time once again. 43rd minute now. So we want to be making sure that we're getting the last attack of the half. It's been a typical FC24 game. You know, not a lot happening at all, which is the sad reality. Unfortunately, that is the end of the half. We didn't get our attack. I should have kept going forward rather than the header back. But we're going into the second half now, and I need to fix up because we've been poor. But like I say, it happens, man. You're not going to play well every single game, and the way to get those high champs results is even when you're not playing well, just grinding through games. Sort of like real life football. You know, the best teams, they're managing to just pull results out of somewhere. So that is what we're trying to do here. Go for the step over boost. R1 dribbling around the box here, looking for the cutback. We'll play a lock onto Ronaldo. And there we go. I mean, that is a horrific way to get the opening goal. But like I say, that is FC24. Your chance will come. And that is us 1-0 up after not doing anything all game, really. Just following the meta. You know, we use that R1 dribbling around the box. Here, we got to switch on. We step in and make the tackle. And then again, you want to make sure that every time you win the ball back, you're making it difficult for your opponent and not gifting it straight back to them. The amount of people I see that will actually do, you know, a good piece of defending, but then gift the ball back by rushing it forward or something, it is crazy. So one of the most important things is staying disciplined at the back and following certain rules. So when I coach people, I say about using the second man press out wide. I say about when you actually win the ball back, the priority is always to keep it. It's never to counter. So here, good press from the opponent. We're going to follow our rules. We track the run in the middle and we get the ball back. Triggering runs now with L1. Trying to get players moving forward. Nothing on, so we will use the fullback switch. Going to play a lock out wide now to drag our players short. Taking our time. There is some space out wide, so we'll use that. I'm going to call my player back and then send him on a player lock run. We find the through ball. Another player lock pass. Step over boost. And then, yeah, I mean, another rebound goal. FC24 in an absolute nutshell. But you can see here, you know, the general rules we're following. It's been pretty consistent. Even though I've played poor, you know, you can give the ball away a lot. You know, you don't have to be on it all the time. But following these rules, as long as you are and your opponent isn't, you're going to win games. So, like this guy, he's dragged players out of position. You know, he's forcing passes when we're marking the runs. These are things that you can't be doing, you know, if you want high foot champs results. So here, nothing really on. I'm trying to just get out of there. We will switch it to our other fullback. Going to trigger the player lock now. That will give him something to think about. Playing for a little 1-2. Trying to send my fullback down the line on a run. Nothing really on. We'll play it to the other fullback. You can see a lot of the build-up in FC24 is this fullback switch. And it's just the way you're forced to play. You know, if you're someone who's serious about getting wins, as much as it isn't pretty, that is how you've got to do it. Step overs there for the cutback, and that is 3-0. So you can see, as much as it's been, you know, the case for a lot of the year, it really still is, even after the patch. You can get a lot of goals from working the ball into these cutback positions. That is the danger zone. So you tend to get the ball out wide like we are now. You work it back centrally, work it back out wide. And then once you get that attacking overload, that is when you can play for the cutback. So here, good play from the opponent, and he has got himself a goal from the kickoff. So that is 3-1 now, and I'll get back to you guys when we're in the game. Okay, going back into the game now. And from this point, you know, obviously 20 minutes to go. We're not going to rat this guy out too badly. We are just in a, you know, a casual game of rivals. There's nothing on the line here, so we're not gonna ruin the guy's day. But what you should be doing from this point is you need to be closing the game out. Tactical game management. You want to be slowing the game down. Things like this. We're not going to do it too badly, but making it difficult for him to get the ball. You want your opponent to feel like every time they give the ball away, it's going to be very hard for them to see it back. That is what you need to instill. So here, we're looking for that run in behind, waiting for the run. Nice double tap pass there. Take our time here. Fake shot, and then we find the back of the net. So you can see they're mixing in a little skill move. We've not done that one this game, so our opponent can't possibly predict that we're going for that, and it's completely thrown him off. Here, again, we've got to cover the middle as we do, win the ball back, and then the priority, as always, is to keep the ball. You'll see me using these player locks and stuff a lot down the line. You can just get your players moving, you know, a lot better. I'm calling Nani short here as well to get him back on side, and then we will send him on another run as well. Looking for these driven passes into the middle. R1 dribbling. Oh my god, that would have been the cheesiest goal ever. But you can see from this point, the game's pretty much wrapped. We've played poor, and we've still managed to score 4 goals just by following these rules. I can't stress how important it is that you need to have rules embedded in your head when you play this game, because you're able to do stuff on the pitch without having to think about it. So when you get the ball into a certain area, you know what you're going to do. It's going to help you so much rather than having to improvise every single situation. So you can find stuff that works for you. You know, it doesn't all have to be the absolute meta. It could be something as simple as, you know, just drilling it every time into your head, that when you get the ball with your fullback, you're always checking to see if that switch is on. So in this case it is. And just things like that, like it's going to make your general play easier going forward. And like I say, against somebody that's not following rules and principles in game, you're just going to win because you're more well drilled. And I know it sounds weird, you know, phrasing it like this as if it's real football, but this stuff really does help. Like I can tell you from my experience of being a pro player competing, like this stuff is absolutely essential for a high level. So you can see here, I'm looking inside. That fullback switch is on. We're going to try and head it back down to Puskas. We'll trigger him on a little run and try and play the ball over. Beautiful pass, looking for the cutback. And that is the 6th goal. So this game is wrapped up. Sorry about the first half. I was absolutely poor. You know, first game on syndrome and all that. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as we potentially score another here. Little finesse. Beautiful. There you go. 7 goals in a game we played poor by following these rules. So if there's anything I can do to help, guys, do hit me up in the comments. I'm here to help you. That's what my channel is dedicated to. If you're new, I'd really appreciate a sub. I'm so close to 100k. But I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.